Don't ask how I got here. Yeah, I just spawned in like this. New Tradelands update, and yeah, I'm here in Blackwind on the Blackwind team because this is the place that got updated. It looks really good, and I really like these like the new uh like the new dock, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a dock. I like how the planks are nice, some gaps. Looks pretty cool. Here we have your loyalty merchant and your premium merchant. And yep, this update has brought mystery crates and some new weapons. Got a Kopesh, which is like, it's a sword. We've got a Deringer, which is like it looks like well, I haven't seen it in Tradelands, but it's supposed to look like a mini revolver. It looks like it looks a bit like a revolver with two barrels. Like, it just gives off that vibe. And we also have the flintlock axe. And yes, I think Nar did say in a changelog that you press Z to change modes with that. So I think it's going to be like you can shoot people and then you can also axe people, which is interesting. Pretty interesting. So yeah, this looks nice. It's got some vines up here and dotted around the place to give it like the sort of not so well kept Blackwind vibe, along with all the missing and broken boards. So yeah, it fits the Blackwind theme pretty well. Mail carrier, and the thing they did with the NPCs is they changed them to look like actual players. I think they just dressed up and just used their avatar as it. But yeah, and they also have animations. If you go near them, they will wave to you. I mean, this guy doesn't want to wave, but yeah, he's just weird. Okay, he won't wave. What the hell? Okay, but sometimes they wave at random times, and in Nova they have the NBN uniforms on, so it's like now Nova Baraska Navy people with the warehouse manager and that. So yeah, this continues up here. As you can see, yeah, there is a new battery up there. There's some guns here, the odd one there and there, and there's another battery there. So to protect from people coming in from the port when the wind is coming from that way, and to protect from people coming from the port when the wind is coming from that way, which is useful. Some vines, and yeah, this is a new thing. There is sort of a boxing ring or a fighting ring. I'd say this is boxing ring because it's not very big. With your sword, it's not big enough to. So yeah, you'd be here doing a boxing match, I guess. It's nicer viewing area. Very cool, very cool. I'm sure pirate crews would make use of that. There's nothing much around here that I know of. Just some rocks, trees. But where the good stuff starts is on the other side of the cove, and I will get to that just now. Now, Blackwind Cove has had a change. So the rocks are different now. They've got like bits that build up to it, like a bit of a staircase. The Marauder, the sunken Marauder, is still over there, and the rock with the aliens in it, I haven't checked, but I'm sure it's just been moved to one of these. And here we have a mine shaft. So if you're in Blackwind, you can come mining. Got one rock there, another rock there, two in there, 3, 4, and then another one there, and another one there, and there's a rusted pickaxe. There's also one out there on the way out. So yeah, it's a pretty useful part. There's quite a lot of rocks, so quite a lot of stuff to mine, and it doesn't end here. You see, yeah, there are some holes in the bridge. I'm gonna call it the bridge, but the actual this has been raised, because before, if you go in a very tall ship like a Kraken or an Atlas, it would just be stuck. It would get stuck on the rock. I'm glad that we have infinite jump, because otherwise this would be a pain to get up. And up the stairs. There's some vines here that are overgrown, looking nice. And here we have the crow's nest. I guess it's like, this is Blackwind's version of the Nova Tavern. You've got saltwater lime juice, protein shake, just like Nova Bariska. Got some torches. This is really good. It's like a hangout area, I guess. Oh dear, I fell down. But yeah, you can jump off the windows. There's another entrance up here. And yeah, that is pretty much all the changes that have been here in Blackwind. And there's been huge changes to ships and sails and stuff. And I'm going to briefly go over that now. So let's go to the shipwright. Over here, this guy. So the two new ships that we theorized about in the last video, the Mastiff and the Pigeon. Two interesting ships. So this reminds me of the Beaver, just scaled up. It's even got the windows at the back. So yeah, this is just a scaled up version of Beaver. It also looks, it's a cross with the Beaver and the Atlas, and the Alliance. If they, did stuff, this is what they'd make. You can't really see the interior. It's also blocked off a bit, but yeah, that's the cargo hold. And then we've got the we've got the Pigeon, which is a very interesting ship. It's a Fliut. I can't really say that, but yeah, it's like the Goose or the Widgeon. It's got no stern gun, but it does have, wow, a whole array of light on guns and at the front. Has 18 broadside light cannons and 2 light guns at the bow. Now it holds 0 cargo and it goes speed 8. Now this is where the big change came to ships. It also has a sort of bed here in the captain's cabin. Ships have all had a buff in speed. I guess that's to make things go faster. So like Tyrant, it was speed 8, it's now speed 10. So everything's had like a 2 speed buff, or like 1 or 2. Retaliator was speed 7, now it's speed 9. Kraken was speed 6, now it's speed 8. And now, so Poseidon actually goes a decent speed now, speed 7, and the Bingle Hopper is not painfully slow as it was, and same with the Neptune. So it kind of makes Ironclads a bit better, because they can actually get places at a decent speed. Another change, so a lot of the ships have had their cargo holds removed, and this, okay, so the Goose family have all been updated now. The Goose, the Widgeon, is smaller than the Goose for some reason, than the Steam Goose. Now, the Steam Goose still has 14 cargo, but the Goose has been buffed to 16. I think the Steam Goose really should have been buffed, because come on now, we paid a whole Steam Goose voucher for this, and come on, I want my cargo. I want my cargo. But yeah, it's still got the mortar. It's got the, like a hammock there, the captain, and it's got a stern gun. So it's still, if you can afford it, one of the best ships for trading in the game, especially for pirate field servers. Now, if you can't afford Steam Goose voucher, the absolute best is the Fox, and the reason it's best now, because it's speed 9. Steam Goose is speed 8, but the Fox is speed 9. This is on par with a lot of good ships. Now, the speed of engine is 6. Steam Goose has speed 7 engine, so it's faster. But the Fox has more stern guns, and 15 cargo, which is one more than the one more than the Steam Goose, but because it's so fast, it's much more better for trading. Although it doesnit might not look as good. I mean, it's not meme shit like the Steam Goose, but it outperforms it now. It outperforms it. The only downside is it has a smaller it has a slower engine, so that's just something to look out for, but it doesn't matter and that's why the Steam Goose needs a buff, because come on, we paid a whole Steam Goose voucher for the Steam Goose, and yeah, it looks like it should hold more cargo than the Fox. It really does, so it would make sense for it to have a bigger cargo hold. Anyway, the Beaver. Oh dear, 18 cargo. This is on par with the Atlas, and it goes speed 9. This is arguably the best trader in the game, other than the Mastiff, which is 22 cargo. Wow. So yeah, if you want to go fast, get the Beaver. If you want a bit more cargo, go for the Mastiff. Either way, you're getting, pretty good stuff, but the Beaver's going to be cheaper. And I think the Pigeon's way overpriced, in my opinion, for a Goose family ship. I know it's level 10, but come on. It holds light cannons, bro. I think it should be 500,000, not 700. But yeah, it's still a good ship. I'd still say it's definitely worth getting. But yeah, Cutlass and Stiletto still have the same amount of cargo, so they've been made pretty much the Cutlass is pretty much obsolete now. You might as well go trading with a Fox or a Beaver, because there's 8 more cargo for just 1 less speed. That's a very decent trade-off that I'd be willing to take. Dart has only light cannons now, which is a rip. Max cargo is 8, so actually, yeah, this thing has been buffed. It's speed 11, so whereas before it was only 4 cargo and speed 9, it's now speed 11 and there's 8 cargo. The Taipan has, where is it? Taipan? It's been buffed to speed 10. No, it's actually been, yeah, it's been buffed from speed 9 to speed 10, but I think it should be buffed from speed 9 to speed 11, just like the Dart, but it hasn't. It's got less cargo than the Dart, but the Dart's better than this now. Come on, we're spending a whole Taipan voucher, and now the Dart's better? Like, come on now. All this rebalancing stuff. Anyway. The Orca, speed 8, 10 cargo. Where's the Marlin? 15 cargo. Yeah. Similar. What else has been changed? Dragon is speed of engine 8, fastest engine in the game as well. Max speed 10. I want to go spawn in because I have medium guns on my darts, and I want to see if they actually, where's the Dockmaster? Over here. I want to see if they actually stay, they probably did. Yeah, no, they've been changed to Carrows. Oof. 32 pound long gun. Are they light Carrows? I think they're lights. They might be mediums. But yeah, this is what the new cargo hold menu is like. It's pretty cool, But this thing completely outplays the Taipan now. You might as well just get one of these instead of a Taipan. Don't bother with getting scrap. The scrap's just obsolete now, because Dart moment. Okay, I've got this stuck. I'm just gonna run, because because I messed up. Okay. You might have also noticed that the yeah, the Atlas family is gone. They have had their cargo holds updated to look like the new menus, but I don't know if their speed has been buffed. I think it might have been buffed, but they're just not here on the menu anymore. But the thing is though, the Atlas has 18 cargo, and I think it should be buffed to what the Mastiff has, or at least more. Because come on, the Atlas is the OG trader, and I spent so much on the Heartwood one, and now I've got this Mastiff, and the Atlas isn't even available anymore. I mean, to be honest, the Osprey is the ship that needs a remodel. It's just a box. It's literally a box. The Hook has been buffed to have 8 cargo, and it's now speed 9. So yeah, it's a good ship. If you're pirating, you can steal the cargo and put it on your Hook. Got good enough space. I really think the Atlas deserves a buff because it is meant to be the biggest cargo hold in the game. Maybe if it was given, I don't know, 22 cargo or maybe 20, or at least 22, maybe 24. We'll see. It has got more cannons though, but that might just be the trade-off for having so much cargo, or the trade-off for having so little cargo. But yeah, the Beaver pretty much just outclasses the Atlas now, which is why the Atlas needs a buff. Because why use an Atlas at speed 8 when you can use a speed 9 Beaver? That's probably better arms. It's faster. It's got more turn speed. It doesn't make sense. Well, that concludes it for this update. There are some other things, but I'm not going to go through them. I'm sure someone else will. There's going to be loads of these guides made and update videos made, so I'm sure I don't need to give you all the details, but that is my view and what I think about the ships and the changes to the ships. Now, I did also mention that the sails have been reworked, so ships that would have to struggle, or would usually struggle to go crosswind, now will do a little bit better. So that's good, that makes sense. Anyway, if you thought this was helpful, consider subscribing. Share this to your friends, we want the sweet views. Yeah. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.